もう渡せんのか
Have
な
you thought it all through?
?OK。よし、じゃあ渡そう。
Almost. The refugees, what will happen to them?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact, it's the only thing I know. The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House of Lords containing a request to patriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask the magician how he performs his tricks.
But how can I believe you?
Ugh, I presume you do believe in my selfishness. The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior and protector of those in need. It's a win situation for me, too. Now, what about the photograph?
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Naylor.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
あ、美術館に戻ってきたんか。
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio, perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then. What happened to your crusade of truth? Was it not that important after all?
No truth will satisfy you, Mr. Vogel.
It was not an attack, Mr. Holmes. If you've chosen not to tell me, I respect your intention. But it is just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear, I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
終わった。新聞買いました。ちゃんとでも発表されたんだね。市民権を与える。味方となる人間はほぼいない。まあ一応市民権与えられるけど、ただもともとの住民たちは歓迎しない。さあというわけで家に帰りましょう。でついでにね、いろんなお店寄ってまた家具とかも買ってきたんで、 何買ったかもう覚えてねえな。
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Estero, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
出た。これはね、あれなんですよ。ダウンロードコンテンツのやつなんですけど、で、まあ、どっちみちやらないんだけど、ここをどっちにしても一回断ると、トロフィーもらえるんですよ。だから、とにかく1回目は断った方がいいです。
I'm afraid I don't have time for this now.
I hope that you will reconsider. If you do, I'll be here.
よし、トロフィーもらった。今はダメだっていうトロフィーもらいました。で、
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
これが届けてくれた荷物か。あれ。なんじゃこりゃ。
What a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
記憶が。
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock.
来た。
So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft,
マイクロフト。
what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's
Get
my
out of my
house,
house.
actually. I've come to bring you
マイ
back.
クロフトの家でもあるから。
No interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare...
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything! I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends
Exactly.
justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an
Ego
ego
になってる。
trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental. Because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
どっか行っちゃった。この記憶をね、取り戻さないと、新しい部屋に入れないっていうね。最初から入れたらすぐ思い出せんのにね。普通はね、部屋入ってみたら絶対わかるんだけど、精神的な理由で入れないからしょうがないかでも。まあそういうこともありますから。あ、そっか、これもやんないと入れないんだよな。普通に入れたらね、もう部屋入
I
って
remember returning home with
中
a
見た
pair
ら
of
大体
purple
思い出すはずな
sticks.
のに。
We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right.
そ
We
れがで
stood
きないから
there,
周りくどいことしな
frozen,
きゃいけない。
staring at something huge in the main hall.
魚の
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of 2
人魚は
different
偽物だったん
skeletons.
だ。
The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the
Wait.
thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
ここか
Ah, yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator,
鑑
and
定士だっ
this
たん
was
だ。
her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert
甲
Saunford.
冑
I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armor is armor, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take
Blade.
it instead of your pistol.
なんかいろいろ入ってる。終了証書。
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
なんだ
The
いこれは
Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject. オットーの弟からクラウスああ、シャーロックはジョンという空想上の友達という形で幻覚を見ているようだ。 And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
本当は角ないんだ。
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
もう何このクトゥルフみたいな。
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
A full collection. It's somehow so satisfying.
あ、これって俺が集めたコインか。
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
あ、プラシド巡査って言ってたよね。最初のホテルの受付の人が、プラシド巡査がいなくなってから大変なんですよみたいな。あれ、あとなんだ調べんの。ん？あれ、もう一回これ。あ、これ。
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
裁判所。母さんが死んだ時の。あと何？あ、引き出しか？あ、引き出しだ。
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
Mycroft.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something.
お、
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course.
あ、道ができてるな。集中で見るとわかるんだな。お、あった。
The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it.
ちょっと待って。こっちに進んでるな。これか。
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
これでいけるのか？
A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
We made it. So what's there?
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
あとさっきなんかここに出てたよな。
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
これでもいろいろなくなってんだ。
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
ああ、これってあれじゃん。あ、これ他の、あ、でもあれシャーロック・ホームズじゃないか。これクトゥルフのあれで使ったぞ。
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
あ、聞いたか。
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for a...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Oh.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
白く塗っただけ。あとなんだ。あ、これか。
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter One, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
When you're finished here, can we build a wigwam from the blankets? Like in the good old days.
あ、まんのか。こっち側も一応見て、あ、なんかある。
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
なるほど。
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out. Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
あ、これか。ボーゲルから来たまた。マンチョス。
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
はい、あとちなみに買った家具は、多分このついたて、これなかったよね、最初入った時。これだから入れる部屋が増えると、そこに飾れる、あれが増えるってことなんだろうな。このついたてと、あとここに飾ってあるこのコルドナの風景画。で、それとね、庭にね、これがあんだよね、この象。象のバルーンあんだよね。バルーンというか、人形か、ぬいぐるみというか、なんて言ったらいいかわかんないけど。あ、調べられんじゃん、これ。
I imagine Goliath was surprised to find out his lady was not real.
はい、で、場所見つけたんで、で、あと適切な衣装を送っておいたって書いてあるんで、着替えましょう。多分この一番下のやつと思うんだよな、この闇の王子。これか仮面。わあ、あんまかっこよくないな。普通の人のための普通のマスク。で、ここはない。ここもない。うん。もうそろそろジョンアイスクリーム屋にするか。まあ、するときは両方アイスクリームにしたかったんだけど、でも今回衣装決まってるからな。アイスクリーム屋にしたか、ジョン。 わかりやすいよ、そしたらジョン。うわ、すごいな。なんでこの格好をする必要があるの俺。
Welcome to the Manchios mansion.
あ、他の人も同じ格好してる。マンチョス邸。
Welcome to the Manchios mansion.
うわー、うわー、みんな仮面つけてる。うわー、行くかじゃあ。
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Enjoy.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy.
おー、あ、ジョン、うん、
I think we deserve a rest.
いいね、アイスクリーム屋の格好似合うね。
Enjoy the evening, sir.
始
There
まっ
is
た。
still plenty of time before the grand finale. All right.
グランドフィナーレ。
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite?
Enjoy the event, sir.
まずここ入ってないから。あ、入れないのか。
Could you help me? Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
I'm so excited about the event.
あれ、ジョン。
My goodness, Sherlock, they made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Gahor, is it a guess?
You have such pretty hands. What can you do with them?
すごいな。
Hey, Ansel, I see that look in your eyes.
I'm a little nervous. Another glass should calm me down.
Oh, I heard the finale will be splendid.
Oh, don't act like you haven't thought about it, darling.
誰も
Is
何
this
も
familiar to you?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
重要なこと言ってくんないな。
I know the perfect girl for you.
特別な時間は過ごしたいけど。おー、有名な絵がいっぱい。うわ、
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be your friend.
ジョンくつろいでんな。
You should sit next to me and wait to be served.
あ、いける。
You have such pretty
同
hands.
じじゃねえか。
What can you do with them?
Manchios had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
これか、情報って。前回のパーティーで起こった事件。
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
これ以上は無理。
Are you able to help me? I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
スタッフに聞いてもダメなんだな。
Look, I'm an outlaw.
Let me know if you need anything, sir.
あ、やばい。
Sherlock! Friend! I
進んじゃう
wasn't
か、これ
sure
だ
you'd
と。
come.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
My mind already operates at a far higher level than most.
これ以上の改善は見
Struggle
込
to
めないで
believe
しょう。
anything could improve it. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
そんなこと
Not
は。
me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
I am perfectly capable of coping with myself without medical assistance.
Then I shall press you on it no further. But please do not refuse my gift. Take it with you as a souvenir of this special night.
Souvenir of what, exactly? But, all right, if only to put the matter to bed.
And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
ていうかこの格好でよくホームズって分かったな。
Let Fabio speak for himself.
でその祭壇室に行く前にこのジョンの挑戦を終わらせなきゃいけないから、ここはもう声しか聞こえてこない。 ああ、ないな。盗み聞きだけかな。
Help me, please. Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
でも普通に喋れる人もいいんだよな。
I guarantee you will have a good time.
グッド。
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm so sorry. I can't help you, sir.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
Honey,
You sure you know
feeling
what
lonely?
you're doing?
I'll be your friend.
ああ、向こうから来たんだよな。
Do you know what was here before Manchio's family bought it?
あ、これか。
Do you know what was here before Manchio's family?
オカルト建築か。おお。魔法陣。
I'll pin them down, Biscoop. Thank you,
あ、
Sherlock.
これで OK か。そしたらあとはもういつ進んでも大丈夫だ。
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack despite being ethereal.
I'm coming, Sherry. Just give me another second.
ちょっと待ってくれ。しかも日本のあれもあるんだな。
Do not distract me. It's not easy to play blindfolded.
目隠しで演奏してる天才だ。
All those beauties. Manchio's is the best, as always.
let me see that stallion up close.
Oh, hey, handsome. I see that look in your eyes.
My husband thinks I am playing bridge here.
Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings. These medieval botany and chemistry books look even more satanic than the occult ones. Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower? Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends.
One of these books must open a secret passage. I know it.
じゃあ行こうか。おお。なんてこった。
My God. Was he here this whole time? なんなんもう These crime scenes always outdo my imagination.
This crude tattoo partially covers a slave branding.
どれ
A blunt force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood. The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart. The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it. He died right here. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony.
幻覚作用。ちょっと待って。
This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly.
何でもわかるんだよな。あれ、いつの間に来たんだこいつ。こっちもあるけど先に話聞いた方がいいよな。
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner. What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere, often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death. Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio, and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then, we were...
filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil, not this travesty that seems straight out of the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
見ていない。
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
Fabio.
You've got a lot to do, Sherlock.
こっちも見てみよう。あ、声が聞こえる。鏡かこれ。
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion. Why don't people tidy up after themselves? An open wound spoiled the carpet.
Eh, あとなんだろう。これか。
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not so sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
なるほど。
What about a quick pillow fight?
あ、ここも開くんだ。
The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it. Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain. Identical to the robes the guests are wearing. Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set. This is a different ritual.
マンチョス。
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal.
ハートのメモ。
How can anyone accept such behaviour?
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio, Manchos.
Would you recognise me in one of these? I suppose not.
鍵。
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio.
あれ、ここってさっきの裏側か。ああ、ここに繋がってんのね。
Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
ちょっと母の愛の方もこうちょっと増えたから。これか。はいと。来た来た来た来た。
The wounded person was here for some time. A bloody handprint on an armchair. A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.